¿Qué te pasa, chiquillo? ¿Qué te pasa? Me dicen en la escuela. ¿Cómo? Yo quisiera mirarla en su pupitre, porque si ella ya no vuelve, mi salón será muy triste. ¿Cómo? La de ojitos dormilones me dejó, y bajas calificaciones.
Si te acabas de graduar de la preparatoria o buscas cambiar de carrera, Texas Southmost College es el lugar donde empezar. Con más de 50 certificados y títulos asociados que escoger, TSC tiene la carrera para ti. En TSC puedes conseguir una educación de calidad que está cerca a casa. Obtén un certificado o título asociado y consigue la educación que necesitas para el mercado laboral de hoy y mañana.
¿Te gustaría que requieren tus servicios?
Inscríbete ya. Texas Southmost College, en Brownsville.
I chose to come to TSC because I live in Bronxville, so it's close to home, close to the family.
Close to home. I love it.
Well, I decided to come to TSC because my uncles used to come here. So I came and I looked around and the people seem very genuine and nice.
The professors are excellent, man. The way that they've taught me, I've been able to learn a lot.
Oh, my instructors are really nice. They really break it down for me really simple so I understand.
The faculty and the staff, they care about us and they help us and they want us to graduate.
They're very committed to the students to help them out. It's not about just teaching, it's, being there for the student.
I have great professors. The work it's taught me about how to be a better educator since I'm planning on, becoming a theater teacher.
The ultimate career goal is to become a doctor. I want to get accepted into a prestigious medical school, and I feel like TSC shaped me, to become a better student.
At the age of 22, I decided that I wanted to join the military. Once that was finished, I wanted to go and, exercise my mind and get an education.
I wanted to do something positive for my children, to provide for them financially, and I wanted to give back to the community.
My parents were here going to school back when I was a kid, so honestly, it was just a natural choice.
I don't have to leave to a bigger university. I can do it here in my hometown at my community college.
Texas Southmost College is a community college, so therefore we promote community events. So anyway, you came to hear music, so let's get the music going.
A la rueda, Juana, porque empezó a bailar. Esa morena cubana, no basta hasta sudar. Baila el ritmo con la pura sabrosura, mueve tu dinero porque estás en la pura.
My name is Brandon Lee Sanchez. I started my education here at Texas Southmost College 2 years ago in fall of 2016. I'm about to graduate with my associates in general studies. From getting my first job to meeting some of the best people in the world, it has been one of the best experiences of my life so far.
Hello guys, my name is Luis Jesus Maya. I am gonna be graduating with my general studies degree. It's such an honor for me being able to be part of TSC. One of the things that I'm gonna miss the most is being able to work here as a student.
Hi, my name is Esmeralda Flores. I transferred to Texas Southmost College spring of 2016. I'm studying education here, and I plan to go on and graduate with my bachelor's and my master's and my PhD too.
My name is Marco Pardo. I'll be graduating with an associate's in general studies. A few years ago, I tried coming to school and I didn't really have the tools that I needed, but everybody at TSC has really made it easy to come back to school, get myself back on track. As a disabled veteran, I was fortunate enough to work as a work study here and help other veterans come back to school and go ahead and reach their goals.
Hola, mi nombre es Mariela Gándara y estoy estudiando en Texas Southmost College. Estoy agarrando un asociado en Criminal Justice. Uno de los recuerdos que tengo de TSC es de mis maestros, especialmente Miss Sonia Treviño. Ella me ha dado las ganas de seguir adelante.
Hello, my name is Jim Flores and I'm graduating with an Associate's in Criminal Justice. One of the greatest memories I have here at TSC is being able to show students that there's way more to college life than just work and being stressed out. There's plenty of events happening on campus and it's been very rewarding to be able to be a part of that.
I would like to thank my family for the love and support that they have shown me, my friends, my partner Angel, and of course God.
I want to thank my family, my friends, and God, and I want to thank Dr. Lucio. She's the one that encouraged me to keep going to get my PhD, and my family as well.
Le quiero agradecer demasiado a mis padres porque sin ellos yo no estaría aquí.
I never thought that I was able to accomplish so many things. It's such an honor for me being able to be class of 2018 and calling myself a Scorpion. I'm always gonna remember TSC for the rest of my life.
I would like to thank my family and my friends for always supporting me in everything that I do, and especially the Veteran Service Office, which I'm also a part of. I would like to encourage a lot of veterans out there and their family members to come back to school. You know, it's something that can be done. I'm an example of that, so TSC has really set me up for the future. Send them over to TSC, they'll really take care of them.
Please be seated. Good morning. My name is Jesus Roberto Rodriguez, and I have the privilege of serving as the president of Texas Southmost College. I would like to welcome you to our beautiful college on this special occasion as we celebrate the accomplishments of the Texas Southmost College graduating class of 2018. Before we begin our ceremonies, let us express how grateful we are for this day. Please stand for the invocation, which will be delivered by Mr. Donald Cross, Associate Vice President of Instruction. I also ask that you please remain standing after the invocation for the national anthem, which will be sung by Yajaira Guerra.
Good morning. Proverbs 9, verse 9 states, "Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning." Today, we celebrate the achievements of our Texas Southmost College Spring 2018 graduating class. Please join me in prayer. Gracious God, we gather here together in your presence to celebrate the achievements of our graduates, to recognize the hard work and dedication of our faculty and staff, and to acknowledge the sacrifices that the loved ones of these graduates here have made, which have made it possible for them to achieve the goals that we celebrate here today. But more than that, we gather here to give you thanks for the manifest blessings that you have showered on all of us here today. We acknowledge that only through your grace are we able to achieve our goals. Only through your strength and inspiration are we able to persevere through the many challenges that confront us as we pursue our dreams. Thank you for guiding Texas Southmost College as we strive to create a better quality of life for the communities that we serve. May you continue to give our Board of Trustees, administration, faculty, and staff the wisdom, dedication, and perseverance to continue producing students who are prepared to take their place in society and to make a better life for themselves, their families, and their fellow men. Heavenly Father, we thank you for making today possible, and we ask your continued blessings on these graduating students as they go forth to realize their unlimited potential. We pray this in your holy name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. This is a special day for all of us at Texas Southmost College. It is a day we honor you, the graduates, your families, and your friends. This is a day we recognize your hard work, your sacrifices, and the many accomplishments you have achieved. Graduation is truly an honor few receive. And for you, many of you are the first in your family to receive a college degree. We commend you. And to each and every one of you, we are very proud of you. Today, we also celebrate for all of us at Texas Southmost College is the highlight of all of our work. Commencement is when we, the TSC family, get to see our efforts embodied in the presence of our graduates. When we tell you that ours is a rewarding profession, this is the moment that gives us that joy. Graduates, each of you cross the stage today, and your families and friends who come in support and celebration are very special and important to us. This is what we look forward to with anticipation and excitement every year. Thank you, graduates, for making this special day a reality. It is now my pleasure to introduce a very distinctive group of individuals who serve at the Texas Southmost College Board of Trustees. Their leadership, persistence, and commitment to your success is what fuels our mission. I would like to invite the TSC Board of Trustees to please stand as I call their names and to remain standing so that we can recognize them with your applause. Ms. Adela Garza, Chair. Mr. Ruben Herrera, Secretary. Dr. Reynaldo Garcia, Mr. Art Rendon, Dr. Tony Zavaleta, Dr. Ruben Gallegos, and Mr. Trey Mendez were unable to be with us today, but they send their best wishes. Our beloved TSC is destined for greatness because of the unwavering service and dedication of our trustees. Thank you, trustees, for your outstanding service to our community. Thank you. I'm also pleased to recognize the contribution of another group of individuals. Please stand as I call your name. Dr. Joanna Kyle, Vice President of Instruction. Ms. Melinda Rodriguez, Vice President of Institutional Advancement and Community Relations. Mr. Mike Shannon, Vice President of Student Services. Mr. Donald Cross, Associate Vice President of Instruction. Dr. Angelica Fuentes, Associate Vice President of Instruction for Academic Services. Dr. Joe Fleischman, Associate Vice President of Instruction for Workforce Development. Dr. Deborah Huerta, Lead Administrator for the Division of Humanities. Please join me in thanking these members of the TSC Executive Team. Thank you. I would also like to recognize Dr. Catalina Amaral, a member of our Natural Science faculty who will be assisting with the commencement ceremony. Thank you. Now we also have a very special guest with us today, Dr. Bill Willing, President of the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges, who will deliver our keynote address. Thank you, Mr. Willing, for being here. Now, there's one more special group of individuals that I would like to recognize, and that's our TSC faculty. Our faculty have a passionate commitment to the success of our students, and I'm deeply honored to be serving with these wonderful individuals. At this time, I would like to ask our faculty to please stand and be recognized. Thank you for all you do for our TSC students. Thank you. Now at this time, I would like to invite our Madam Chair, Ms. Adela Garza, to the podium to say a few words.
Good morning. It is an honor and a privilege to serve as Chairwoman for the Texas Southmost College Board of Trustees. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, the faculty, staff, and our president, I want to welcome you. I have served on this board for 10 years, and this is the most exciting part of our job, to see you walk across the stage. I welcome your parents, I welcome you. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
For over 90 years, Texas Southmost College has been committed to improving the quality of life for the people in our community. As an open access institution, TSC provides opportunities for individuals to pursue a quality college education with affordable tuition. Graduates, family, and friends, please remember, this is your community college, and we're proud to share this day with you. Our home is your home. Nuestra casa es su casa. It is now my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Belle Willen. Dr. Willen currently serves as president of the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges, and is the first African American and the first woman to serve in this capacity. Her career spans over 40 years and includes the roles of faculty member, chief student service officer, campus provost, college president, and the Secretary of Education for the state of Virginia. In several of those roles, she was the first African American and/or woman to serve in those capacities. Dr. Willen received her bachelor's degree from Trinity University in Texas, with a double major in psychology and sociology. Her master's degree is from Louisiana State University in developmental education psychology, and her doctorate is from the University of Texas at Austin in educational administration, with a special concentration in community college leadership. Dr. Willen has received numerous awards and recognitions, including 6 honorary degrees, the Distinguished Graduate from the Trinity University and from the College of Education at the University of Texas at Austin, Washington's Magazine's 100 Most Powerful Women in Washington, D.C., the American Association of University Women Woman of Distinction Award, the Sue Ann Davis Rouge National Institute for Staff and Organizational Development's Distinguished Lecturer Award, and it goes on and on, the John Rouge National Institute for Staff and Organizational Development Leadership Award, the American Association of Community College Leadership Award, the John Hop Franklin's Award from Diverse Issues in Higher Education for Outstanding Leadership in Higher Education, and the Educational Testing Service Terry O'Banion Prize in Education from the League for Innovation in Community College. Dr. Willen holds and has held memberships in numerous local, state, and national organizations, including the Rotary International, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority, the American College Testing Board of Directors, the American Association of Community College Board of Directors, the Lumina Foundation for Education Board of Directors, the President's Round Table of the National Council on Black American Affairs, Excelencia in Education Board of Directors, the National Society of Collegiate Scholars Community College Honorary Board, the Next Generation Learning Challenges, and the National Student Clearinghouse Board of Directors. And I can go on and on. Dr. Willen attributes her success to hard work, endurance, tenacity, and being in the right place at the right time. And she recognizes that prayer and support from family and friends make anything possible. We are very fortunate and honored to have Dr. Willen here with us today. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Belle Willen.
If he had kept on, it would have been longer than my speech. Thank you, Mr. President. To you, members of the board, other platform guests, distinguished faculty, dedicated support staff, parents, guests, students, but most importantly, the members of the class of 2018. What's up? Please accept my heartfelt congratulations on this wonderful honor for which you are being recognized today. It's a testament to the hard work, time, energy, determination, and effort you put into achieving the goal you set for yourself many years ago. Whether it's taken you 2 years, 4 years, or 40 years to get here, whether you're graduating summa cum laude, magna cum laude, or thank you loud, we are proud of each and every one of you here today. As you've heard, as you can see, I'm an old lady who's had lots of jobs, so they think that I have some words of wisdom to offer you today. I am humbled and honored to be here, but I promise that my speech will not be nearly as long as my career. As president of an organization interested in quality in higher education, I also am responsible for giving you your final exam. I know, groan, it doesn't stop just with commencement. So I'm going to ask you to clear your hands of anything that you're holding and sit up to the front of your seats. This is for the graduates. If you can't follow these directions, don't bother to walk across the stage. Okay? I'm going to count to 3. And on the count of 3, I want you to stand up, throw your hands in the air, and as loudly as you can, shout the word hallelujah. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. You were out partying too much last night, so your voices are gone. That's what that is. You won't remember much of what I have to say, let alone my name, but you will remember that I had you sitting on the edge of your seat shouting hallelujah. There are a lot of changes that have occurred in this world since 1972 when I sat where you're sitting today. That's probably the understatement of the day, but things like hairstyles and clothes have changed. Certainly the music was different. We could actually understand the words to the songs then, and we're not embarrassed to sing them in front of our parents. It took much longer, though, for us to find information because we had to go to another building in which there was a card catalog that had little index cards that we had to go through, find a Dewey Decimal System number, walk into the stacks, and actually find the book that held the information we were seeking. Unlike today where you can Google it, write it down, and forget it as soon as it's down there. We also talked to each other, not through a little device that we held in our hand or not through a computer screen, but we actually talked to each other. And we could see facial expressions and did not misinterpret what people were saying nearly as often because we could actually see and hear them at that particular time. And there were not only enough jobs to go around, but there were enough people to fill those jobs. As I reflect upon the changes that have occurred over the last 46 years since I graduated from college, I have to stop and wonder what you all will invent, because we've done things like Velcro and Post-its and microwaves and styrofoam and computers and the internet. Not really a lot of time, when you think about it, has passed since those things have evolved. But the two things that all of those inventions had in common were the curiosity of the people who invented them and the necessary skill sets in order to pull them off. That's what you've been preparing for during your time here at TSC. And so I sit back and will be very hopeful on the kinds of things that you will invent. New ways to cure diseases that are still out there, or better ways to save time and energy and money, or hopefully better ways to get people to use blinkers when they're driving down the street so that we don't have as much, as much chaos. There's a good word. There was a study done in 2011 that talked about the advantages of having a college education. One of those things was that it improves people's lives because it exposes them to things for which they might not have been exposed otherwise. It opens them up to critical and analytical thinking and to fostering an appreciation for diversity and for seeing other people's perceptions even when you don't agree with them. So what I've tried to do today is to develop a David Letterman kind of top 10 things for you to take with you as you leave TSC. Number 10, Find a way to help people express themselves in a more civilized manner. I think we would have less road rage if people learned to laugh at people who drove insanely rather than curse them out or try to hit them as they're trying to get over into your lane. I'm very hopeful that you're going to return to the idea of saying please and thank you and excuse me as you go through life, because it doesn't take a lot to be civil to people, and there is truth in that adage that you can catch more bees with honey than you can with vinegar. Number 9, make giving back a part of your daily lives. As college students, we know that you don't have a lot of money, but you have a lot of time. And so you've been involved in service learning projects, for example. And I hope that you have felt, recognized how good it feels to give back to other people, because you make a difference in their lives sometimes when you just stop to hold a conversation with someone who has no one else with whom to speak. When you go to an early childhood education class and play with the children who don't have grandparents, or you go visit grandparents in senior citizen homes who don't have grandchildren to come and visit them. Now that you're graduating, though, we expect you to have a little money, so we want you to add giving of your money, especially back to the TSC Scholarship Fund, because it made it possible for many of you to come to school, and you need to make it possible for some of your colleagues to be able to come as well. Number 8, reinvent ways for children to be creative. When I was growing up, I had a cardboard box that was my favorite toy because my mother had drawn a stovetop on one side, so when I wanted to play homemaker, I could stand there and cook. I had a spaceship on another side because we were of the Sputnik generation, so we were heavy into going into space. Or I could just play hide and go seek and people wouldn't know I was there. But it gave my brain a chance to figure out things and to analyze things without just responding to items on a screen. Arts and crafts programs in our schools have often disappeared because of lack of funding, and our children don't know how to think and analyze things as we did when we were growing up. In order to ensure that they have that curiosity, we need to continue to foster that curiosity in all of their daily lives. Number 7, make public service and civic engagement something in which people want to engage and are proud to do. We become very jaded by the behavior of so many of our elected officials that many of us aren't willing to run for an office or run for the college board because we don't want our families put out there and ridiculed and threatened or criticized, let alone be supported. We used to be proud of our elected officials. Now we don't even know their names, whether they're locally or statewide or nationally elected. Our country needs people who are dedicated to making lives better for the people who live here. And so we need to get out and be active participants. Each of you is at least 18, or most of you, because I know there's some high schoolers who are still fluctuating there. You need to register to vote and get out and vote. Otherwise, don't complain about what you get. Number 6. I hate to disappoint you on this one, but learning is a lifelong phenomenon. It did not end with the exams that you took to get here today. Though you're going to be awarded a degree today, please don't stop learning and realize that there are no such things as stupid questions. Faculty should be able to identify with this one. We live for those unusual questions that come to us because it gives us something about which to reminisce in our advancing years, but it also lets us know that you're thinking about things. I taught psychology for 10 years, and I taught child psychology, and one day we were talking about the advantages of breastfeeding babies versus bottle feeding babies, and how when you breastfeed, you're bonding with the child because we haven't found a way to detach a breast yet. Maybe your class will figure that one out, I don't know. But I had a young woman ask me if black women had chocolate milk in their breast. True question, and I had a response much like this. Some of the students fell out laughing. They thought that was the most ridiculous question they'd ever heard. Others sat there shocked that she would ask that, but many of them were sitting there and you could see them trying to figure out, I wonder if it's possible that they're... So after the laughter died down, I assured her that, to the best of my knowledge, there were no flavoring packets in black women's breast. All breast milk was the same. But don't think that any question is stupid, because that's the only way you learn. You have an advantage I didn't, because you don't have to ask out loud. You can Google it and get the answer, okay? If that's what it takes, do it. But your own well-being is still going to be determined by how much you're willing to learn. Number 5, before the Chicken Soup for the Soul books came out, there was a 2-volume book called Life's Little Instruction Book that a father and mother wrote for their son who was going off to college. They didn't want him to forget all the lessons they had tried to teach him. And there were a bunch of one-liners, and my favorite out of that 2-volume book was the one that said, "Be as kind to the janitor as you are the chairman of the board." Because everyone has a role to play in an organization, and no one's role is any more important than anybody else's. We all have a job to do, and unless we all do it, then the organization or the company or the school or whatever it is will be unsuccessful. Try to stay humble and don't believe your own PR, because as you rose, you can also fall. Number 4, looking good is just as important at making a lasting impression as being knowledgeable. Unfortunately, the fashion industry hasn't helped you all, because they don't make a distinction anymore between what's appropriate to wear to work and what's appropriate to wear to school and what's appropriate to wear when you're going out. They depend upon you to make those decisions, and well, sometimes you don't do such a good job. When you wake up in the morning, if you're not in a good mood, the way you look reflects that, because you won't really care what you put on. You need to wake up every morning, whether you're going to school or work, and say, it's another day with which I've been blessed, it's gonna be good, and I'm gonna do and look my best. When you go for a job interview, remember that the only B that the job interviewer is looking for is your brain. Not your boobs, not your butt, but your brain. So when you dress appropriately to go for that job, because you want them to remember you for what you know and not for how you looked. Number 3, be a mentor to those who are trying to achieve what you've already achieved. You've learned some valuable lessons here at the college, whether you realize it or not, and as you leave and reflect on those lessons, share them with other people. Go visit K-12 schools and let the students know how important it is to learn how to read and write and count and think and speak correctly. Because right now they're just bored to tears and don't realize that what they're learning is going to impact their lives as they move forward. Some of those lessons were easy, some of them were difficult, but you need to share them all. I know I'm very proud of those who have been kind enough to let me know something that has, they've said that has helped me grow. And I've also been very honored with people who have said that I've said things that have helped them grow. So be one of those people too. Number 2, stand for something. My grandmother used to tell me that people are going to talk about you no matter what you do. If you're doing good things, they're going to say, see, she thinks she's Miss Goody Two-Shoes. And if you're running around the street, they'll say, see, we knew she wasn't going to turn out to be any good anyhow. People are going to talk about you, so you may as well give them something good about which to talk, because you never know who's watching you. I ended up in a couple of my jobs because people had seen my work, and they came to me to say, you know, you've got the skill sets that I think I'd like in my organization, so you never know who's watching you. Be committed to a cause and stand by it no matter the consequences, because there are supporters out there who believe as you but who might be afraid to stand up for it. And every cause needs that spokesperson. And the number 1 lesson that I learned in 8th grade many years ago before, let's see if I'm looking for any of you were around. And it's a lesson that came from an experience of being part of the 8th grade class that was going to integrate the Catholic high school. And it had never dawned on us that students wouldn't want us in their class because we had permanent suntans. But I had an 8th grade teacher who was, boy, she was old as the hills. She's probably my age now then. And, you know, Sister Clotilde's giving you this advice and you're going, yeah, old lady, what do you know, right? But she told us 2 things that were very relevant then and unfortunately still have some relevance today. The two things were, first of all, that in 1964, during the civil rights times, black people were obviously the most important people in the world, otherwise white folks wouldn't be making such a big deal over us. And in the 70s, the same thing could be true for women. And in the 80s, it was people with disabilities. Every decade, we have found a different group of people for whom we felt the need to put down so that we can feel good about ourselves. And she admonished us, don't let those folks get you down. Don't let them get in your head. You just ignore them and you stand up tall and say, you know, I'm made of good stuff. And you may slow me down, but you will not stop me. You may put up roadblocks, but you will not keep me from achieving my goal. And now you can add, and I'm a TSC graduate. I know where I'm going, and I know how I'm going to get there, and you may as well get out of the way. More importantly, though, the second thing she told us was that it didn't matter what color our skin was because we were all Americans. And American ended in the letters I-C-A-N, I can. And whether you're African American, Mexican American, Cuban American, Puerto Rico American, it doesn't matter, you're still an American, and you can do anything that you put your mind to doing. It may take you longer, you may have to go through it once or twice, but you can do anything. To each of you, I say congratulations y felicitanos y que Dios esté con ustedes en su viaje.
Muchísimas gracias, Dr. William, for those inspiring words. Please join me in thanking Dr. William once again. Before we present the diplomas, I wish to recognize a distinguished group of graduates. These graduates have a distinct symbol next to their names in the program that you received this morning. These students are graduating with an associate's degree and are distinguished as summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude. We also want to recognize honor graduates. These graduates have completed their degrees and certificates with a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or higher. You will note as they walk across the stage, they will be wearing gold cords to symbolize their achievement. We also want to recognize members of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society who are with us today. Honors and Phi Theta Kappa graduates, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. As we proceed with the ceremony, please note that it will be difficult to photograph your graduates from where you are seated. Therefore, we ask that you please remain seated as the graduates come across the stage to receive their diplomas. The college has arranged to have each graduate photograph upon presentation of their diploma on stage, and these photos will be made available to you at no charge. We also have a very special gift for each of the graduates. Each graduate will be receiving a white rose. This white rose symbolizes a new beginning. We invite each graduate to give the rose to someone special who supported them in the achievement of their educational goals leading to their new beginning. And now, graduates, family, members, and friends, we have reached the moment you have all been waiting for. I would like to invite Dr. Catalina Amaral to the podium for the recognition of our graduates.
Bienvenidos. El tiempo se define como la distancia entre un momento y otro. Este momento es muy especial. Es un momento maravilloso y lo compartimos todos juntos. Es mi placer presentarles a sus hijos, sus hijas que están graduando el día de hoy. Time is defined as the distance between one moment and another. This is a very special moment, and I get to share it with you, and I will be presenting your daughters, your sons, wives, husbands, and it is a pleasure to share this moment with you. Now graduating with an Associate of Arts, Robert Aguilar Treviño. Karen Shannon Alanis. Viviana A. Allen. Genesis Diane Alvarado. Denicia Lizanne Arreola. Jesús Enrique Balboa. Laura D. Valle. Anita Michelle Beaufort. Monique Camacho. Alan G. Cantu. Alondra Yasmín Cantu. Naomi Capistrán. Juanita Castañón. Alba Lisette Castillo. Andrea M. Castro. Daisy Cavazos. Francisco D. Chavez Jr. Alejandro Contreras Jr. Aaron de la Garza. Crystal Natalie Casas. Joseph Michael Uresti. Jim D. Flores. Tanya Nanette Jones Flores. Cristal Galván. Raúl Osvaldo Galván Jr. Mariela G. Gandara. Danica García. Marimar García. Rafael García. Roxanne García. Sylvia C. Garcia. Norma Leticia Gausen. Oscar I. Gaitán. Beverly A. Godínez. Cecily Sabina González. Vanessa Guerrero. Richard Gutierrez Jr. Araceli Hernández Torres. Celine Hernández. Melissa Herrera. Erica Marie Hinojosa. Leslie Ivaneri Isasi. Araceli Leos. Eleazar López. Pedro Raúl Lozano. Cindy Janet Lucio. Jaime Roberto Luna. Manuel Maldonado III. Denia Michelle Mares. Luis Jesús Maya Jr. Gisele Méndez. Cristian I. Mesa. Alejandra Moreno. Gabriela Moreno. Jenabel Ann Mueller. Alexia D. Navarro. Victoria Feliz Olivares. Diana Olvera. Lourdes María Ong. Julisa Lisandra Ortega. Marco Prado Orduña. Lillian A. Pérez. Vanessa Pérez. Miguel Piñeda. Zaira Alejandra Quintero Sánchez. Gabriela Ramírez. Juanita Reséndez. Abigail Saraí Rodríguez. Dante Rodríguez. So happy for you. Vanessa Rosales. Ezequiel P. Rubio. Stephanie Salas. Leslie Z. Salazar. Brandon Lee Sánchez. Víctor Hugo Sánchez. Daniel Santillán. Lauren M. Schaefer. Melissa Tetecati. Christopher Edward Torres. Luis René Torres. Celina Quintero. Rupert Valero Jr. Alfredo Ventura. Sergio Zúñiga. Now graduating with an Associate of Arts in Teaching, Juan Claudio Aguilar. Amanda Cepeda Castillo. Arnoldo Castillo Jr. Yasmín Marie de la Garza. Diego Abraham de la Peña. Roel Fernández Jr. William David Fiore. Evelyn Faye Goodrich. Sofía Gabriela Martínez. Alondra Mendiola. Julio César Pérez. Ana Coral Rivera Galván. Sadie Edith Torres. David Villarreal. Now graduating with an Associate of Applied Science, Vanessa Nicole Abrego. Piedad Acuña. Missy Marie Alemán. Jesús Castro. Noé Castro. Oh, I apologize. Do I say Noe or Noe? No, you got it. Noe Castro. April Hope Chapa. José Eduardo Chapa. Armando de la Fuente. Joana Sofía del Ángel Alcalá. María Cristina del Ángel. Sara A. Espinosa. Adrián Alejandro Espinosa. Maribel Estrella. Alejandra Fernández. Agustín Gallardo III. Nidia Garza Cervantes. Everardo González. Samantha Guerrero. Karina Gabriela Hernández. Jocelyn Jiménez. Filamir Lara. Enrique H. Lerma. Juan Carlos Macías Jr. Alice Marie Mares. Marco A. Medrano. Crystal Moreno. Kimberly S. Moreno. Michelle Munguia. Blanca Estela Payán. Ramiro Alejandro. Oops. Let's wait. Ramiro Alejandro Peña. Mariela Quijada. Iván Andrei Rodríguez. Andrea Ruiz. Noemí Santillana. Jennifer Saucedo. Elizabeth Marie Villarreal. Javier Enrique Soleta. Now graduating with a Level 1 Certificate of Proficiency, Marlene G. Alvarez. Melba Barrientes. Marlene Barrientos. María Cano. Beatriz Castillo. Blanca Estela Cuevas. Monique M. Doucette. Michelle S. Frausto. Alonso García. Samantha Renee Gibson. Juana González. Saúl Guerra. Margarita Infante. Graciela Martínez. Beatriz Méndez. Miriam Ashley Méndez. Jennifer Moreno. Adelita Pérez. Tofaja Yasser Rafidi. Crystal Michelle Rodriguez. Natalia Rodríguez. Carla V. Salazar. María Sánchez. Patricia Ana Valero. Tania Vega. Ruby Ray Villarreal. Ana Lisbeth Llanes. María Inés Rivera Zavala. Andrea Sayas. Yvonne Marie Martínez. Susi Alvarado. Last but not least. María de la Garza.
Will the candidates for the graduation please stand? By the authority vested in me by the state of Texas and by the Texas Southmost College Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon these students the degrees and certificates which they have earned and to which they are entitled. Congratulations, graduates. You may move your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Texas Southmost College Class of 2018. Once again, I offer my congratulations to our graduates and your families on this special day. This concludes our ceremonies. We ask that you please remain seated until the faculty and graduates have exited the floor. And on Mother's Day, on behalf of the Texas Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, student body administration, we want to send a warm, happy Mother's Day. Best wishes to all the moms and to have a happy, prosperous, and healthy future to all our graduates.